are leaving Korea very soon. It is about to be the last Monday that we have here, but it's 11:20 on a Sunday. I have like my stuff like outside of my room and like I'm packing. I'm actually gonna plan my outfits for the week. I have a lot of souvenirs and like gifts and stuff and like things for myself that like I have to pack away. We also have to like deep clean our apartment because it's very, very, very dirty. But yeah, I just thought it'd be like another talking more about Korea, you know, talking about what we think about our times here. Where to start? I kind of feel like it's just like sort of backtracking from like my video about what it's like to be a foreigner here, but I think that it's really hard for me to actually come up with anything really definitive to say about life in Korea because I can speak the language and I feel like my skills have really improved since I came here, but like I'm not fluent and I'm not like that proficient, so I think that like the level at which I'll be able to like make commentary about Korea and actually have it be sort of accurate or like based on something will just increase when like I can actually speak the language and understand to a fuller extent what's going on around me. I came to Korea with international roaming from Sprint, and it was like under the guise of being unlimited, but it ran out after like 60 days, so I had to get a Wi-Fi egg because like just getting around the city and stuff was really hard without Wi-Fi. I was meeting certain people at locations I'd never been to and like just had to be careful in that respect. And so me and my good friend Nash went to Incheon Kongan to get the Wi-Fi egg, but we ended up taking the airport line at the wrong time or in the wrong direction and then like messing up and like ending up with this like really random, like the most random subway stop like on the fringe of Seoul, like it was going towards Busan, like, and we ended up getting the egg, like that was fine. But on that day we ended up using Korean a lot, and I noticed that people were a lot nicer to me, and I felt a larger, of course, it says of course would be the case, but I felt such a bigger like human connection with people when I actually spoke the language, and they seemed to like me more and want to talk to me because they could tell I was trying and I wasn't just like a tourist that was here because of, you know, some reason that you could think is vapid or something. In those moments where I was like, man, at a point I kind of like reached like a bottom, like not rock bottom, but just like the U curve, like the bottom of the U curve, where I was kind of like, man, like what am I doing here? Like people aren't even really that nice to me, and I'm not really learning about the history like I want to. I'm learning language, which is like gonna help me understand the history, but like I was just kind of felt like stuck. That day sort of planted the seeds for like interest again, but then I was thinking about it and I was like, these are just people being nice to me because they should be nice to me. Like, oh, I had trouble with my subway card at the subway and I asked a customer service person to help me, like, and I did in Korean, they were nice to me. Like, that's good, but that's not the reason why I should be studying Korean. That's not the reason why I should be like majoring in something related to Korean. It made me like reevaluate like what the experience is going to be like here. One, you can speak Korean, one, and two, like, should I value someone just being nice to me because like that's their job too, because I'm the customer. So I hesitate to actually like say anything so definitive about like Korea, except for certain things. Like one thing that I think about a lot, and then that me and my other friends here will talk about, it's just like collectivism versus individualism, and then like how that particularly comes into play with old people, because the old people here are really interesting. Like they really like conflict me so much. Like, so I feel like there are multiple occasions when this happens where like I'll be waiting in line in front of the subway doors because what you're supposed to do here, and I'll be the first one and I'm there for like 5 minutes, and then some old lady will just come and cut me because she wants to, and she wants to get on the train, and like she'll get on the train first even though it's not even like I'm like missing the train, but it's kind of just like the respect of it all is just not there. And I haven't ever like made a face or done anything or said anything because one, like it's not worth that, but two, people don't really seem to do that. Like if you're on the subway and even if it's not crowded, like, and you're waiting for a stop, even if there's space around you, they'll still find some way to like push you in their like movement off the train. Like they're just kind of like I don't really get why they need to do that because there's room to go around me. I don't think it's like a personal like let me push this person. I think it's kind of just like this is the way I want to go. Someone's standing in it and I don't care. I'm gonna keep going in the way that I want to. And so that kind of is annoying, but then I also sort of like how like on the subway here people will give up their seats to old people because, like, sometimes I like it. It's just something that, it's a nice image to see. It really makes me think about, like, whether or not, like, old people are entitled to certain respects without even knowing you. And not, like, because that's not really, like, we don't really treat old people in that way necessarily in the US. They're usually just, like, I don't see old people. I think it's just because I'm on, like, campus all the time. But, like, they're all, like, in, like, these, like, nursing homes, and you just don't see them. And when you do, you don't, like, everybody is, like, expected to give up their seat for them, and they don't get to really cut in line like people here do. At first, it's kind of like,
oh, really? Like, you don't get to cut me, like, you don't know me?
But then I'm kind of like, I also understand, like, why you would be more respectful to old people because they've just lived longer. But I don't know, I think it's the thing with the life fellowship. Like, it makes you think about yourself a lot. It helps you learn language, and you're exposed to, like, at least for me, as a non-Korean, I'm exposed to, like, culture that doesn't belong to me, that I was not enculturated. It kind of makes me run up against my own beliefs because I'm thinking, like, oh my god, why is the old person doing this? Like, we don't do this back in the States. And then I'm like, we're doing it in Korea, and I'm thinking about, like, why they're doing it, and it makes me, like, it just makes me think about perspective, because no one at the end of the day, like, at the end all be all is right, but then I can choose what's right in my outlook. And I think that's, like, what's so valuable about the life fellowship, because it kind of, like, just being exposed to, like, an entirely different culture like this helps round you off as a person, because you're exposed to more options and more ways of thinking, and in that sense you can kind of, like, choose what you actually agree with, because obviously you're brought up a certain way your whole life and you interpret it as being right. And you can go two ways. You can be exposed to something new, like a new culture, and, like, completely, like, throw it away, or you can, like, measure it against your own and see which one you actually like for itself.